my kitchen.
Yeah.
And today I'm making something I haven't made in about 20 years. Been a while.
I'd say.
The reason I haven't made it is because my cookbook that I got my recipe out of never got returned to me when I loaned it to someone. So I'm just going to give you a heads up now. If you have cookbooks, do not loan your cookbooks out. Let them write the recipe out that they want. You write it down for them, photocopy it, whatever, give it to them. But do not loan your recipe books out because you might not ever get them back. And I've had 2 of them come up missing, and that was 2 of them I used quite a bit.
The equivalent of that is like loaning out your chop saw or your router or something to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't loan out your cookbooks to some people. You really don't.
You likely ain't getting it back.
But what I'm making, it is called Char Siu pork. It's also called Chinese red pork. It has several different names. The one I know is the Char Siu pork and the Chinese red pork. Those are the 2 names that I know it by. So you could actually use any type of pork with this for Chinese or for Char Siu pork. You can use any type of pork. Preferably, you want to use pork belly.
Okay, there was one type of pork. Pork.
You have pork belly. You have pork chops, pork loin, pork steaks. You have.
Y'all see what she has to put up with.
Yeah. I mean, you can use any cut of the pork that you want to use for this. This happens to be the recipe for Char Siu pork belly. And it calls for 6 pork belly spare ribs. Well, what I did is I bought 2 large chunks of pork belly. All right, Piggy, you didn't get it cut good.
Well,
you can see how thick that is. And anyway, Piggy cut that into 6 pieces for me. Cut each one of them into 3 pieces. Let me grab the paper.
Because she told me to.
I told him to. Cut it into 6 pieces because that's what we're going to need. Now, I'm going ahead and putting my pork belly in a plastic baggie here. It does not call for a plastic baggie. It calls for a shallow pan. But I'm using a plastic baggie, and I will get into that when I get to it. Put that in there. Okay? There you go, Piggy. Give me that.
Well, thank you.
Okay, that's the pork part of it. Now, the Char Siu, which is or the char part, I guess, or whatever you call it, the glaze, barbecue sauce, whatever you want to call it. I will go over the ingredients with you. It calls for 1/3 cup hoisin sauce. And I've got some in the refrigerator that's in a different bottle, but this is a bottle of hoisin sauce. This one was around $4 at the grocery store. They have them in different shaped bottles, different size bottles.
There, now y'all can see the name.
That's just what happens to be one.
That's the brand, I think.
Yeah. They have different brands too, y'all. Okay. It calls for 1/3 cup of hoisin sauce, 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of Chinese Shaoxing wine, or you can use rice vinegar or a dry sherry. I have rice vinegar. I have 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, and it is a Chinese rice vinegar.
Any of y'all knows more about the Chinese language, y'all can probably correct us on the pronunciation of that.
I'm all for getting corrected, y'all. Just ask everybody in my lives. 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 3/4 teaspoon of red food coloring. Now, this is optional. You do not have to use the red food coloring. All the red food coloring does is gives it that more red look to it, to the glaze once it's on there. 1/2 teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice powder. And I have that right there. Now, this is the only bottle that they had of the Chinese 5-spice. I can tell you what 3 of the ingredients are. I don't know the other 2. I know it has star anise, cinnamon, and I'm thinking it's fennel seed. Piggy can probably look at the label, tell you what the other 2 are. I don't know. But I know, like I said,
5 spices.
Yeah.
Where they at on here?
It would be
anise, cinnamon, star anise,
Your star anise,
cloves,
cloves,
ginger, and
fennel seed.
sulfiting agents.
Well,
Sulfating agents. However you say
yeah,
that.
well, it's supposed to be fennel seed, star anise, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves.
And it is non-GMO because it's McCormick.
Right. And it's also organic. That was all they had was the organic. That's why it's non-GMO, because it's organic. And I also why it costs $6 for a little bottle. But it's worth it. I like that stuff. So
Good stuff.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this all in my bowl here. Set that aside. Like I said, y'all, I have made this one time. And I did it with a small pork roast. And it was so good. And since Piggy and I have been together, I haven't made it because I didn't have my recipe book, didn't think about it. But I got to thinking about it, and I want to try this. I liked it before. I'm sure I'll like it now.
Yeah, especially now that she can experiment to her heart's content.
Yeah. Yeah, Piggy likes it when I experiment, y'all.
Hence the happy guinea pig.
I have a saying, and everybody, if you watch my videos, you know what I'm always telling everybody. Experiment in your kitchen. If you have a recipe and there's something in it you don't like, don't use it. If there's something in it you prefer to, or something that's not in it that you prefer to use, put it in there.
And
Try it.
I'll give you guys a hint. Just because you may not like that one particular element does not mean that element is going to taste the way it does by itself.
Right.
When it's mixed with everything else, it's going to take on a different flavor.
And Piggy knows this because Piggy has tried things.
She has taught me a lot.
Yeah.
There have been things that I've had an aversion to. And she's got me to try.
And I don't know if y'all can see that in there, but that is a bright red. Simply because
oh, yeah, they can see it.
It's got that red food coloring in it. Right, now it says to save half of this. Pour half of it in a jar. So what I'm going to do is put half of it in my food, in my little cup here. And this is going to be my glaze for when I cook them. The rest of this is my marinade.
That's going to go into that bag.
It's going to go in the bag. That's why it said to put it in a shallow dish and coat these with it.
Looks like we just stuck a pig. Thankfully, it wasn't me.
Yeah. It says to put this in a shallow dish and coat these. And I'm sitting here thinking, if I'm going to be marinating this stuff, I'm going to be marinating it overnight. It says 1 to 3 hours or overnight. And since I'm doing this overnight,
Stuff does better 24 hours or better.
yeah, I'm putting it in a plastic baggie so it will be closed up in my refrigerator. And you'll see I'm pouring this in there.
The way it gets in there, soaks in real good.
Here you go, Piggy. You do that.
Gimme.
All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure I massage this into all of these. Massage all this meat into this before I close it up.
It gets a massage. Now I'm jealous.
Yeah, this piggy gets a massage. And you can see that's getting that all over all of those.
But I'll get over it.
And I'm going to let y'all look in there. And you can see that's all over that pork. Alright? Coating it good. And what I'm going to do, close this up. And I will probably put this in a large pan so that just in case it does leak out, I don't think it will, but just in case it were to leak out, it will go into the pan and not all over my refrigerator. Now again, that's going into the refrigerator until tomorrow afternoon sometime. This I will be putting into a bowl with a lid so that will be closed off and sealed. So we shall see y'all probably in a second or two, but it will actually be tomorrow.
24 hours plus, possibly.
Or less.
Or less. Anyway, you ready for it to go?
I'm ready.
All right. Y'all home?
All right, we're back with the pork. Now, I did have it in a plastic bag, yes, y'all. So I put it in this bowl because I wanted to cut the slices in them so they'll cook better. And that way I wanted to go ahead and marinate just a little bit in that leftover marinade. So I'm going to take these pieces and put them in my pan here.
Folks, that right there is why they call it red.
Yeah, it is red pork. As you can see, it's red. Put that there. I'm trying to fix them before they don't touch, but we shall see. Put that one there.
I made noise back here.
Piggy's tearing up a drink carton for me. Let's see. I might get it right here.
Yeah, I like to break my cardboard down before putting it in the trash.
Yep.
Makes more room in the bag. Uses less bags.
And the main reason I cut these is because they are thick, and I want them to have plenty of room to cook. And it says to dump that marinade that was in. Don't need any more of that. And I have the rest of my marinade here that I reserved to baste them with. I'll just leave that here on the table because what I'll do, once I get this out on the grill, I'm going to let this cook for about 20 minutes. And then I will start doing the glaze, putting the marinade or the sauce on it. And I'll do that for every 15 minutes until I've had these, until they're done. So we're going to go ahead and take this now and put it on the grill. Piggy's got the grill set up for me. All right. I've got this on offset. I'm going to put this right here. Put it right there. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have that.
You going to flip that other piece of aluminum foil over to help bring the smoke over to it?
Yeah, that'll work right there. Yeah.
Or not?
Well, that was...
Oh, okay. It crinkled it.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about that.
I'm going to make sure that's closed entirely right there so the smoke stays, most of the smoke stays in there. And I'm going to set me a timer in the house for 20 minutes, and I'll be back out in 20 minutes to start glazing. Okay, y'all, I'm out here. Piggy had to take a little break. So I'm going to start basting these with this. It's been right at 20 minutes. Y'all can see that is a red sauce. Oh, yeah. And I'm probably going to let these cook on here for a good hour at least. And I may show you a little bit of me doing this again. But what I'll probably do is cook them and then show you what they look like when they're done and let you know how long I actually cooked them for. Oh, yeah. Down in there. Do that. Alrighty, y'all.
No.
It's off the grill, y'all. And tell you what I did. I cooked it for 35, about 50 to 55 minutes in the pan. And I basted it several times. Then I took it out of the pan and laid it on the grill.
She gonna have to wash her hands good. I still see a faint pinkish tone to the palms and stuff.
It's going to be there. But anyway, I took the pork belly out of the pan and laid it on the grill and basted it. And then I went out and flipped it one time after about 10 minutes. Basted it one more time. And then I let it cook for that 10 minutes and I took it off the grill. And this is what we've got, y'all. Now this right here is the liquid or the basting liquid and the red sauce and everything that cooked in that pan, and I poured it in this right here so that I can put a little bit over the meat if it needs it.
Folks, I'm going to tell you the smell of this right here is driving Piggy nuts. It smells good.
There you go, Pig.
I'll probably need a knife for that.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's just with the fork right there. I just cut that with that fork. Oh, my gosh.
And there it is.
Mm. Mm. Oh, my gosh. Mm.
Folks, we officially do not have to go to a Chinese restaurant anymore.
So good. So tender. Tender enough. Now, this part right here, I'll probably have to cut with the knife because it is the skin side.
I'll probably have to give that to Charlie. Just cut the meat off of it.
I'd say cut the meat off. That's what I'm going to do is cut the meat off that skin right there. Oh, yeah.
Pork goes right through the seam between the fat and the meat.
It does. Just so good. Oh, y'all. I'm going to try it with a little bit of this right here over it. You know I got to try that. Oh, man, that's nice and kind of thick. See what I got right there? Oh, wow.
Abbott, I would love to see a cook-off between you and Alyne. I get to be the judge.
You guys thought that was so good. Oh, my gosh.
That makes it different.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Y'all, I promise I'm not hiding under the table.
And you see that red color. That is from that glazed sauce. Oh, wow. I'll move that forward so Piggy can get it.
That is strictly her reaction to the pork.
Oh, wow. Well, y'all, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've never tried Char Siu pork, I definitely hope you try it. This is something, like I said, it's been about 20 years since I fixed it. Even better now than it was then. So, enjoy.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Piggy's sitting here wondering why. Now that I'm getting a taste of this.
All right. Well, y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Where's my pork?